Hello, I'm back again talking to you about pizza stones. Our pizza stones are made in the USA. I got rounds. They're very, very thick. I've got rectangles. These measure 14 by 16. Again, very, very thick. That's what you're looking for. Made in the USA. It's good to approximately 2400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I got some 6 by 6s. You can piece them next to each other, build them in rows, line grills, build ovens, all kinds of things. So this one was cut on our wet saw, and I wanted to show you a couple things about this today. But we're going to move over to our latest project, which is a wood-fired oven. And there's going to be a lot of videos to come using the wood-fired oven. Hello! Today I'm making a fresh tomato pizza sauce. It's summertime. I got these tomatoes from a local farmer and I wanted to show you just what I'm doing. Got a combination of some early tomatoes here as well as some beefsteak tomatoes. And one of the things I like to use for these tomatoes, when you do a lot, it's handy to use a tomato shark. That's a tomato shark right there. It's just so fast. You give a twist like this and the stem part comes out. It's faster to process tomatoes if you're doing a lot of plum tomatoes. If you grow your own or whatever, it's just quick. You give it a twist. That's it. The rest of the tomatoes all usable. Even on these big tomatoes, these big beef steaks, let me see. This is probably the ripest one I've got here. Beautiful tomato. Look at that baby. So this thing digs right in, easily grabs the stem, removes it. The rest of this tomato is usable. That's it, tomato shark, cool, and I use them a lot in stock, chefdepot.com. Be right back. We're going to whip up some fresh tomato marinara pizza sauce. And we'll be right back to finish that fresh tomato pizza sauce. Okay, so here's some of my essentials for a good pizza sauce. Number one, you need a really good tomato puree. I like puree. This is a plum tomato and this brand is from Italy. I like it. It's no salt added. It's basically a concentrated tomato product made from plum tomatoes and it's good. So I'm going to use this and fortify it with the fresh tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes obviously have a lot more moisture, water content, so that's why I'm going to cook it down and give it a quick saute, let it simmer and sizzle a little bit. It also will naturally just caramelize, little flavors released. But the main thing is you want to remove as much of the water as you can. I don't believe in removing the seeds, throwing it away, straining it. That's all a waste, and this whole tomato is full of natural goodness. Okay, so to get started here, I've got an 8-inch chef knife. We're going to take a couple pieces of this garlic and just peel it and smash it up here. When I'm working with garlic, I go fast. There's a few ways to do it, but one of them is to smash it with your knife, and it does work. So I'm going to show you what we do here. You just line them up like this and smash them down. Okay, and then they peel real easy, and they're already flattened. It's going to chop easy too. Okay. I'm going to give a little chop. It doesn't need to be real fine because it's going to get cooked. So since it's going to get cooked, medium chop is fine right there. Okay, now move that out of the way and cut up these tomatoes. I'm thinking, well, first let's cut this baby in half and take a look. Yeah, hardly any seeds at all in there, just a few right through here. Okay, so now it's flat, a little easier to work with, and I'm gonna just go with kind of a medium-sized dice like this. Okay, this knife's very sharp. You notice it's cutting right through the tomato skins. If you're having trouble with your knives, you know what to do. Go to the site. Every sharpener, every style of knife, all professional stuff in stock, ready to go. Okay, this is just going to be a kind of a rough chop. It's going to get cooked, and then I'm going to do a quick puree on it as well. I'll be right back. The best way to store a knife is in a knife block, okay? People ask me that often, and well, that's the right way. If you don't have a knife block, no problem. You can use a magnet on the wall like this. Simple magnet, holds a lot of different knives at any angle and safely. Also cheese knives like this, special handmade santukos like this. These are really, really sweet knives. They don't always fit in blocks, they fit on the magnets, so I do like the magnets. Okay, I've got a hot saucepan here. I'm going to start with about a tablespoon and a half of extra virgin olive oil, nice and hot. You can see how hot that oil is, okay? First ingredient, of course, is going to be my garlic. I like to use this scraper, bench scraper. Quickly saute the garlic. Now I just want to soften it up. I don't really want to brown it here for this particular application. So that's good right there. And in go the tomatoes. Same thing here. We're just cooking the tomatoes to remove some of the moisture, but I do want all that flavor in there. So all the juice goes right in the pot. Okay? Last ingredient is basil. This is all the basil I've got right now. There's not much there. In it goes. So we got the dry basil. This is from last year's harvest. I do believe in growing my own basil. Got about a tablespoon and a half there. And the last ingredients, of course, that go in any good tomato sauce: sea salt, fresh ground sea salt. This pink sea salt, by the way, this is from Hawaii. I like it. And some fresh ground pepper. This is quattro peppercorn here, 4 different kinds. Okay? That's it. We let this cook. This is going to be good. And one more thing. When I'm stirring my sauce, I like to use these high heat scrapers. They're nice. By the way, this is made in the USA. Food grade silicone, rock maple handle. You can only get it one place, right there. I like it. It's even got a hole to hang it up if you want to. Main thing is you can use this for years, 10 years or more, and they don't wear out. So I got this over medium heat now. I'm just going to give it a little stir like this, and I'm going to let it cook. I want to reduce the water, so I'm not going to cover it right now. We're just going to let it cook, and we'll come back and check it later. Okay, this has been cooking now for 5 minutes, and you can see we've reduced a lot of the moisture. Looks pretty good. This is actually what I'm looking for. All right, now I'm going to show you how we puree this. Okay, this is what I use. This is my dynamic mixer. I like this mixer. A few features about it here. It's stainless steel shaft, permanently mounted, very heavy duty. This bad boy is made in France. It's got a safety button. You can't turn it on. Kids can't turn it on unless you use 2 fingers. It's a great setup, okay? Titanium blade. Never put your finger in there, okay? Titanium blade cuts through anything. So I love this little unit. Basically, you plug it in. It's got a 9-foot cord. I like to use these deeper containers, less splatter. So I'm going to take this tomato sauce that I made here. I'm going to put it in this deeper container just for the splatter factor. Plus, I like to use these containers when we make pizza. We put all different toppings in, a bunch of them. And you can do it restaurant style, where you actually line up a bunch of these. You can have ice packs underneath if you want to. It's great for all different ingredients. And we do everything. We do porcini, we do roasted peppers, we do olives, fresh mozzarella, different cheeses. The list goes on and on. You can put anything on a pizza. Anyway, here you go, immersion blender. Check it out. I'm actually going to move in a little for you here. Okay, you can see what's going on. And this thing just cuts instantly. I want it to be kind of a smooth sauce, and once it cools off, then I'm going to add my regular tomato puree to this. Okay? By the way, professional chefs in every restaurant, every hotel around the world use these handheld blenders. This is the right stuff here. All right, food processor works, it's just a little messy. This is all about convenience and efficiency. It's quick. I'm all done. Okay, that's the finished sauce right there. Fresh tomato, basil, garlic pizza sauce. Oh, and to top this wonderful pizza. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Wood-fired pizza. A little more basil chiffonade on there. And the last thing, touch of Parmesan. Oh yeah, now that right there is a serious pizza.